All right, so why is it important to get in your buyers' minds? In my opinion, there's like two kinds of buyers, all right? There's the kind of buyer who's just looking for a specific brand or even a specific product, all right? They search for it, they go to Amazon, and it's like, hey, that's what I find. I don't care about reviews, I don't care about the bullet points, I don't care about anything. I just need these exact Nike size shirt 13 shoes, and boom, I found it, I'm gonna buy it, all right? The second kind of buyer, you sir, what's something you've searched on Amazon lately? Put him on the spot. Anything. You don't search on Amazon. Hair gel? Hair gel? It looks to be working very well for you as well. Hair gel. Okay, so he searched for hair gel. Now, you didn't search for a specific brand of hair gel? You did. What was the brand?
I usually go to my recent.
Go to your recent searches, all right? So that's a perfect example. You can have two customers. One searches for a specific brand of hair gel, all right? Or shampoo, let's say it's Head and Shoulders. But then there's another kind of customer who just searches hair gel. They're kind of open to the possibilities. They're not married to a specific brand per se, right? So now that second kind of customer, if he was that second kind of customer, where does he land on? What product? Basically, he's looking at the images, he's looking at the titles, he starts reading the descriptions, reading the bullet points. He's basically trying to find a product that say, hey, this meets my needs. It makes that emotional connection with him, all right? Here's an example. Here's a product I've always made fun of, but I can make fun of them because they're making at least $150,000 a month on this one SKU, all right? It's a Xanmex collagen peptides. Take a look at this title. Read this with me. Here it goes. Xanmex collagen is enzymatically processed to ensure intact peptides property, sourced from pasture-raised, grass-fed, non-GMO type, Roman numeral 1 to Roman numeral 3, 100% natural. This is boring. There's no, I mean, if I wasn't searching for Xanmex collagen peptides, I'm just searching for random, they've lost me. I have a very short attention span. I'm already going to the next listing because there's nothing that tells me. What about this lifestyle image that's on their page? What does this tell me? If I take collagen, I'm going to be able to give my wife a piggyback ride? I don't understand. Well, what's the message here? There's nothing that speaks to me. Nothing that speaks to me, okay? So what I suggest doing, and this goes for whether you use Helium 10 or any tool. If you don't have Helium 10, hire a VA and do this. Go into your competitors' reviews and search all of them and try to find the most common things that come up, the most common phrases to get in your buyer's mind, whether it's positive or negative. Here I'm going to show a screenshot. I use the Helium 10 review downloader, and I hit this button called Analysis, and it showed me that all of the reviews of this competitor, the number one thing that was mentioned, the number one phrase that comes up was "in my coffee." And I always use this example, and I tell people, like, the reason I use this, the very first time I saw this, I thought this was a mistake. When Helium 10's tool first came out, I was like, there is no way that "in my coffee" is the most talked about phrase in a supplement. That made no sense to me. I didn't know what collagen peptides were at the time. So then I clicked on it, and it showed me all of the times that "in my coffee" came up in the reviews. And you can read stuff like, oh, I use 1 scoopful in my coffee every morning. I simply put a scoop in my coffee every morning. And it just blew my mind. I'm like, everybody is putting collagen peptides in their coffee. Now, this is not a word that's gonna come up in your keyword research. I don't care what tool you're using, you're not gonna come up with "in my coffee" as something that should be a keyword that you use. Why? It's not what people search for, it's what they're thinking about. They're searching for what? Collagen peptides, hydrolyzed collagen, collagen peptides for men. But what they're thinking about is, I want to find something, a good collagen peptides, and I want to put it in my morning coffee. So, with that knowledge, let's go back to that listing right here. How would you have made this different? Me personally, I would have, instead of all this scientific mumbo jumbo, keyword stuffing, this bullet point, I'm going to make that emotional connection. I'm going to be like, hey, would you like to have 16 grams of protein that is easily dissolvable in your morning coffee? Now a buyer's like, holy crap, that's exactly what I was thinking about. This is great. And I would go ahead and use these two models, but I would put them at a kitchen table. Husband maybe reading the newspaper, cup of coffee right there, a jar of collagen, right? That tells me something more than this piggyback right here. Now, really quick story, funny story. I was just looking at this last week. I put this in the Helium 10 users Facebook group. What happened is that these two companies, there's two companies I always made fun of. They never had these lifestyle images. Look what, in the last 2 weeks, they changed their lifestyle images to. I know they're listening to me now. They changed it to this. And you guys have seen these. I've been talking about this for like years, and you guys have seen this. So how cool is that?